Bonjour everyone, I am Yan, your favorite friendly Frenchman, and welcome to another Planet Coaster Park Spotlight on Samaraa Part 3, East Asia by GenetiX-soFt. After visiting a magical village and going west, let's go to the other side of the globe to discover the marvelous landscapes of China and Japan. If you like this sort of content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and show the creator of this park some love in the comments. Also consider joining the Baguette Brigade, our Discord server with the link in the description. And without further ado, sit back, relax, and let's explore East Asia. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Samaraa Part 3 East Asia. I'm so excited every time that GenetiX posts a park, an area for Samaraa. It's always an absolute pleasure. And just before we get into the land through this beautiful arch, I've got a shout out, and the Baguettes as well have got a shout out. And by the way, before I read the shout out, he's put that in French, so I'm going to read that in French, but you have the translation on the right. If you guys want to join the Baguette Brigade, the link is in the description. But anyway, he says, Je tiens à faire une dédicace et à remercier Yann BK1608, notre friendly Frenchman. Merci de me soutenir et de mettre en lumière mon parc Samaraa. It's an absolute pleasure, and it's a pleasure to be the witness of such talent, not only for you, but the entire community, to be honest. It's an absolute dream of mine and a really great privilege to be able to witness all of that talent. And yeah, speaking of talent, like, look at that foliage and rock work. It's beautiful landscaping. That's what it is. The Planet Coaster community is at an all-time high right now, and it's just beautiful to be a YouTuber in this community at the moment, to be honest. I'm so lucky to be here and to be supported and by all of you guys. It's just an absolute pleasure. We've got Gulpy Rex again. I know he loves to do those character meet and greets, and they're pretty cool. Meet Gulpy. Yay, I've met Gulpy. And yeah, he's told me to deactivate, well, told in the description to deactivate the staff management and all of those features, just so that we could get a better experience in the park and avoid focusing on those things. But yeah, look at that shot. I really cannot wait to get on those river rapids and on that probably invert over there. So cool. So what do we have? Osaka Raft, that's obviously the river rapids. Bokuden. He said in the description that this was a flying theater, so I'm really excited to see that, to see how he's done a flying theater. Raijin, which is our invert, I would assume. Maybe not, actually. Maybe that's Ryu. Maybe Raijin is the smaller coaster. We'll see, actually. And Lotus and Teacups are probably flat rides, so let's see. Beautiful little... what's that called? A shrine? Yeah, that's a shrine. Okay, so Ryu is that coaster. Look at that sightline. We'll probably start with Japan because it has less... Love that little hidden thing. Okay, that's cool. Because that's probably got less attractions. I love how you switch. Even in the architectural style, you definitely switch between more China-inspired, Chinese, obviously, architectural style, and now we're more into a Japan architectural style. People queuing for teacups? What? Okay, sure. It's probably the first time I've seen that in the game, but okay. Beautiful ride skin. Obviously. Yeah. I really gotta try to do something Asian at some point. And this is Ryu. Nice! Sometimes the dragon breathes smoke. Yeah, look at that. That's awesome. Nice little detail. I love trigger work, you know me by now. We got the attraction board again. I'm gonna assume that this is... You know what? We'll go there after the ride, because I'm gonna assume that there is the exit down there. Anyway, let's go see what Ryu has to offer. And I'm gonna assume that this is a dark ride queue. Yes, Entrée la nuit. So let's... oh, there we go. Ooh. I'm actually in a really bright environment at the moment, so I cannot see a lot of things, but enough to move the camera around. This looks great. Really reminds me of what you did with the... Was it Dwarven Mines? Wow, even with the lava and everything. Love your dark ride queues. Oops, sorry, excuse me. Do I have something? Yes. Oh, wow. I love how those queues just go on forever. It's so cool. Really immersive. And it gives a lot of shade as well. Okay. So, let's see. Yeah, it really reminds me of the Dwarven Mines coaster. So, Ryu. It's almost green across the board, to be honest. The stats are really nice, so let's go take a ride on Ryu. I love dragon coasters. At the time of recording this, we're at the end of Maddie's dragon coaster contests, and so I'm getting fed my a good amount of dragon coasters, and I just love them anyway. So it's only a pleasure. But about the ride, I think it was a good ride, a really good layout as well. The only maybe little critique was the obvious dark ride section, which would be pretty thrilling in real life. Just isn't quite thrilling in Planet Coaster, so maybe that's the one thing that I would say. But otherwise, just a really, really great ride. Not really a huge critique, so don't worry about it. And there we go. We're back outside, and as predicted, we're outside of the back of the Japanese section. That's great. But yeah, I really enjoyed that nevertheless, so don't worry about that. It's just that I would have loved to see a bit more interactivity with scenery inside of the indoor section. But otherwise, it's just a really great dragon coaster. Don't worry about it. Ooh, opening soon. I've seen on in the description that he was he's probably right now working on a Polynesian section. I'm really excited to see that because we haven't really seen that theme in Planet Coaster before, even though we've seen that with MB72's Tiki Falls, was it? Something like this, yes. So yeah, Ryu was great. Let's see the rest of the park now. Such a nice area. I love how you can see a little bit of Ryu from there. It's a really nice touch. I really love how your oh, the flying theater. It's got a big sign as well. Look at that sign. Okay, this has got to be a huge thing. Do we enter at night? I feel like we should enter at night. There we go. Oh. This type of attraction does not exist in Planet Coaster, so I put a random flat ride. It's up to you to imagine the real attraction. Okay, sure. There it is. Okay. I was getting my hopes up, I'm not gonna lie. If I may, like, this is acceptable, don't worry about it. If I may give an idea on how to do a flying theater, probably the robotic arms ride, you know, the arm that you can move in every direction. I've always felt like we could use that to simulate movement and simulate a film going on. And this is something I really want to try at one point, and so if you wanted to do a flying theater, maybe that would have been a good solution. But anyway, this is acceptable, don't worry about it. Yeah, so I don't... There we go. So nice. Even with the water guns here. So good. You got a big rock in the middle here. Do they trigger? Yes, they do. Come on. Come on. Splash them. Yes, I think they got splashed. Awesome. Love this. This is so theme parky, if that makes any sense. I love this. Wow. I love this. I love this. I'm gonna keep saying I love this till the end of the spotlight. This is too good. The restaurant here really reminds me of the China section of PortAventura, actually. And yeah, I was right, that's an invert. Let's see. Nice. The wave turn. Loop. Awesome. Then we go here. Yes. It feels like I know this layout, but I do not. It's just how I would, you know, make it. So I totally get that. We got Osaka Raft Rapids. Do we want to do the invert first or the rapids first? I kind of want to do the Raijin first. Man, we got Lotus here. What a beautiful bright skin. Being all surrounded by the invert as well. Wow. What a place. Oh, the zero G-roll over the path. What a great idea. Love the dive loop here. I'm loving this. This is so good. Let's go on Raijin. Dum 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 dum. I think it's coming around. I want to see the roll. Come on. Make me happy. No? Okay. Oh well. Oh, there it is. I thought it was gonna come the other way around, but no. Wow, that roll is so slow. I love it. It screams B&M. And here we are in the station for Raijin. All right, let's check the stats. It's not. It's so funny because the Dragon Coaster actually has better stats than Raijin, but the G-forces are really nice and looks like a really intense ride. So let's take a ride on Raijin. Something tells me that I would love this B&M Invert in real life. I don't know, it's just about the sight lines and the way the ride interacts with the terrain and the whole land, really. I want to go back up there because I want to, like, look at that view. Towering over the entire area. Oh, spoilers for the rapids. I've seen something that I really like. I'll talk about it in a minute. But yeah, the elements were great. Like starting with a dive loop, wave turn, then little loop, little helix, then into an Immelman, then into a zero G roll. Then you go into that mountain. That part looked kind of bare, and seeing that you're on 92%, maybe add a few rocks and a little bit of foliage in there. Otherwise, it was great. I can definitely forgive you for not doing that. And then the last roll, really Osiris style, right before you go into the brake run. I love how that bridge goes over it as well. Oh right, that's the priority pass. Okay, that's great. That's a great idea. Even thinking of the supports in the station, like most people don't do that. Great job, really great job. I really enjoyed that. Overall, that's no surprise because GenetiX is just a master at what he does. We all know that by now. I mean, look at that landscape, like, come on. Oh, the bamboo garden. What's in there? Is that? Tell me it's a restaurant. And it is a restaurant and toilets. Nice. Yeah, it really gives me Fantasyland vibes. It's like Fantasyland crossed with Portaventura, for the China section at least. So cool. Alright, and last ride of the day, Osaka Raft Rapids. So excited because we've seen a little bit of it from the end of the lift hill. And it may as well be... Look at the extended queue as well. So nice. And these might be the best rapids that we may see on console. Look at that interaction with the lift hill. Oh, you know I'm a sucker for interactions in this game. Or in real life as well, but in real life it's a little bit rarer to see that. Okay, so we've got our rapids, and what I had seen is this. Ah, so good. Even with the spare rafts there, what a great idea. This that could open. That is great, to be honest. Let's go on Osaka Raft Rapids, was it? Osaka something. And just because it is a slower ride, I've decided I was going to talk while we're on the ride to comment on what we see. Especially the use of water, like already we're drenched. Wow, okay. Is it gonna get us as wet as Popeyes at Universal? I think that's a possibility, to be honest. Oh yeah. Oh, this turns off. No. Don't turn off. Don't turn off. Don't turn. Ah. I mean, most people would want those to turn off, but I don't, because I think it's funny, especially because in Planet Coaster we don't get wet. Ooh. Nice little dark ride section. Nice. This is a really beautiful ride. Nice. So this is the part we could see from the path earlier on. I love this ride. I really want to do one of those now. People on the left have got absolutely drenched. Yeah, really like those wooden roll thingies that you usually see on those rides. Even the waterfall. I love those custom trees. I think they work so well with the theming. They just make your park that much more unique, you know. And there we have the lift hill back to the station. Yeah, that was fantastic. Really reminds me of what Flooded Tombs has done in the adventure park he's done like quite a few months ago, now that I think about it. And we're back at the fake station. What a great ride, to be honest. Yeah, I've absolutely loved that. Honestly, it definitely was my favorite ride of the park. I'm just a sucker for river rapids. I think they're really underrated. Like, water rides in general are really underrated in Planet Coaster, and seeing how good that was, you can definitely get a good sense of how good you can make a river rapids or a water ride again. Like, it doesn't have to be a river rapids, but it's just that I've never done a river rapids before, and I really want to do one. And yes, that was our park. Let's take a overhead view, and yeah, once again, it's absolutely massive. We even have a road there. What's that? Yeah, it's a road with cars without wheels. Nice little Easter egg there. Really like that. Is there anything inside? No, that's only the building. Overall, I really liked that park. What I really like about the Samaraa parks, the areas, therefore, they are not better than the other. They're all the same quality, and this is exactly what you want with a mega park divided in a few saves. So yeah, really great job again. Let's all congratulate GenetiX-soFt in the comments for his wonderful work on this creation. Also consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel to see more Planet Coaster and theme park related content. This has been Yan, your favorite friendly Frenchman. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. À bientôt!